What if the harder you try to control life, the more life escapes you? What if your exhaustion, your anxiety, your constant overthinking is not a sign that you're failing, but proof that you've been fighting the current for too long? Modern life teaches you one thing: push harder, work harder, think harder, control everything. But thousands of years ago, an ancient philosophy whispered something dangerous. Stop trying so much, because sometimes, the moment you stop forcing life, life finally begins to move. This is the forgotten art of Taoism, and it might explain why so many people feel lost, even when they're doing everything right. Imagine standing in the middle of a river. You panic, you fight the water, you burn your energy trying to control every movement. But the harder you resist, the faster you drown. Now imagine something different. You stop fighting. You move with the river. You adapt. Suddenly, survival becomes easier. This is the heart of Taoism, an ancient Chinese philosophy built around one mysterious idea: the Tao, the Way. Not a rulebook, not a religion demanding perfection, but the natural flow of life itself. And according to Taoist wisdom, most suffering begins the moment humans try to overpower what was never meant to be controlled. Think about modern America. People are burned out, always chasing, always comparing, always proving something. Success becomes pressure. Relationships become performance. Even rest feels guilty. You're told to optimize everything: your body, your money, your personality, your happiness. But Taoism asks a terrifying question: what if your constant effort is the problem? One of the most powerful Taoist ideas is something called Wu Wei, the art of effortless action. But don't misunderstand it. It does not mean laziness. It means acting without unnecessary force, moving intelligently, like water. Water never fights the mountain. Yet over time, it shapes stone. Water adapts, flows around obstacles, finds another path, and somehow still reaches the ocean. Taoist philosopher Laozi once suggested something strange. The soft overcomes the hard. The flexible survives what the rigid cannot. And suddenly, modern life starts to make uncomfortable sense. Maybe the person constantly forcing relationships loses them. Maybe the person obsessively chasing success becomes miserable. Maybe the mind that never rests slowly turns against itself. You see it everywhere. People trapped in overthinking, refreshing messages, checking numbers, trying to predict the future, trying to control outcomes that were never theirs to control. But Taoism says, peace begins where force ends. Sometimes, you don't need more pressure, you need more trust. Not blind trust, but trust in timing, trust in patience. Trust that not every answer arrives when you demand it. Nature never rushes. Trees don't panic in winter. Rivers don't fear the ocean. The sun never hurries. Yet somehow, everything arrives exactly when it should. And maybe that's the uncomfortable truth modern life forgot. You cannot force meaning. You cannot force healing. You cannot force becoming. Some things only grow when you stop gripping so tightly. So the question is, what in your life are you exhausting yourself trying to control? A person? Success? Your future? Maybe strength is not found in pushing harder. Maybe wisdom begins the moment you finally stop fighting the current. And if this idea stayed with you tonight, stay close. Because sometimes the quietest philosophies change people the deepest.